back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. And guys, before we get started, if you're interested in signing up for a new crypto exchange and also supporting the FlexCandle channel, check out the description below. I have a referral link to BitUnex. BitUnex is a crypto exchange that is user-friendly, requires no KYC, no VPN, and has super low fees. Once again, check out the description below for the referral link. Now guys, let's hop into the chart, and let's start off with the 2-week chart here on Bitcoin. Currently right now is 6:53 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is at 115,317. And yesterday the 2-week candle closed and we closed the red. The week before we had a nice green candle coming off 2 bullish weeks in a row, and now we had a red candle here. The stochastics are still going up. If we zoom in here, yeah, I don't see no curve. It's possible that maybe we curve here, we double top with this stochastics here, or possibly best case scenario we go all the way up here like this one did, and before we come down. So I think maybe we might still have a chance to continue going up here. The 21 moving average is at 99,585. Now yesterday also the weekly candle closed, and we had a red engulfing candle. We wicked up a little bit. The 21 moving average is at $102,105, so that went up a little bit. But remember, off of this topping tail, I was saying we're probably going to go sideways and probably further downside. We did go all the way down to about 112k, maybe a little bit lower. The stochastics are not looking too good. We double topped here and there's no curvature anymore, so it looks like we might be going down. Hopefully we have this 21 moving average as support, and possibly, you know, if we do touch the 21 moving average, it'll be a little higher up, hopefully like around 108, 110. Let's see what ends up happening with that. Now on the daily chart, the stochastics have reset. We're pointing up here. The RSI is also on the way up. We did get support here on the 50 moving average, which is at 112,271. As you can see, we're V-shaped recovering back up. The 21 moving average is currently at 117,282. Now something else that looks bullish here, guys, is there's actually some bullish divergence here, believe it or not. And as you can see from this candle to this candle, you can see, well, the patterns came up, but just focus on this line here. You can see that this yellow line kind of slopes up, and now over here in the RSI, from this point of the RSI to here, you can see it slopes down. So this is actually bullish divergence, and this usually means that we're probably going to go up a lot higher. And I'm liking my odds on this just because the stochastics are reset and we did bounce off this 50 moving average. It looks like we might have enough strength to get back above the 21 moving average. Now, can we get above this wick of the topping tail, back above 123,300? That's yet to be seen, but I do feel confident that we might get above the 21 moving average. So let's see what ends up happening with that. Bullish divergence is always good. On the 22-hour chart, we still have room to continue going up. We bounced off the 100 moving average here. We regained the 80 moving average. We have to get above this 21 moving average and above this 50 to continue being bullish. Now we head over to the 8-hour chart. Stochastics still have room. RSI still has room, but we have not been able to recover the 21 moving average. We need to recover this. If we want to recover it on the daily, we definitely have to start recovering it on these other time frames. Like the 22-hour would be very good. The 8-hour, the 10-hour, the 6-hour, definitely on the 4-hour, which is good. We actually did recover it. Now we have to get above this 200 moving average. Stochastics are toppy here, but usually when I see it like this, it looks like it might want to drag here for a while. And you know, this kind of looks like a possible inverted head and shoulder. This maybe could get us back up above this 100 moving average at 117,125, which would correlate with getting above the 21 moving average on the daily chart, which is at 117,282. So that looks good right there as well. If I put on the patterns, you guys see that the flag is still in play here. We broke below the flag, obviously, but there's a possibility that we could get back into the flag, and if we could get back in, continue going sideways, we could eventually break out to 126, 127k. Let's see what ends up happening with that. Well, we cannot lose this 21 moving average again, but with the stochastics being a little toppy, we got to see what's gonna end up happening. Now on on the 3-hour chart, we got above the 21 moving average. That's bullish. On the 2-hour chart, we also got above the 21 moving average, the 50 moving average. The stochastics seem like they want to come back down. On the 1-hour chart, 21 moving average will recover that, but none of these time frames have been able to recover this 200 moving average. That's going to be very important. The 45 minute, we're trying to get there. Stochastics are on the way up, so it's possible we might be able to do here on the 45 minute. Check out the 30 minute. Okay, on the 30 minute, stochastics are low, we're on the way up. RSI is low, on the way up. We made it back above the 21 and the 200 moving average, basically all the averages. So this is a good sign here. Now, one thing that we have to be careful with is that this possibly be a head and shoulder pattern, and maybe are we making this right shoulder and then are we gonna come back down? If that's the case, this is probably gonna bring us back below the 200 moving average. We have to make sure that we get above this wick in order to negate this head and shoulder pattern. Maybe we could do it with the stochastics being low enough. On the 15-minute chart, same type of a deal, head and shoulder pattern. Stochastics are toppy here, so we need to be able to make it back up above there. So guys, overall, what I'm seeing right now is, again, Bitcoin still ranging. We're at 115. I am liking that bullish divergence we talked about on the daily chart here. That's giving me confidence that we're going to make it at least back to the 21 moving average. Hopefully we can stay above it. Stochastics are strong enough. Just keep a look on the lower time frames, and like I said, we need to start recovering these 200 moving averages. We did it on the 30 minute. The next one is the 45 minute. We get it on the 45 minute, that'll transfer to the 1 hour, and then so on and so on until we can make it back to the daily chart. So right now, I'm going to say that Bitcoin is bullish to get above 117K. We'll reassess after that. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.